In a recent interview at Kinda Funny, Phil Spencer said that great games don't sell consoles. Let's talk about it. First of all, the entire interview of Phil Spencer was very defeatist, and while he was mostly honest through the interview, that is not the kind of mentality that you want as a leader, especially of a multi-billion-dollar corporation who is the head of Xbox, the only real competitor to Sony and Nintendo, unless Steam steps up their game. We need a leader who views the future as bright and prosperous, even though it may not be the truth at the moment. The fact that this dude live on cam said that great games don't sell consoles is just baffling. In what world does that make sense? Yes, a single great game like Starfield coming out won't turn Xbox sales around, but great games are literally what sells consoles. Just look at Nintendo as an example. You really think people are buying a Switch for the third-party games when you can have a much better experience with any other console or a Steam Deck? No, it's because of their fantastic first-party games. Or let's take a scenario where you have a new gamer looking to buy a blue console versus console green. Both consoles have similar hardware, both are the same price, and both have the same third-party games. But Team Blue has fantastic first-party games, which are literally so good that it's worth buying an entire console because of those set games. Of course, you're going to pick Team Blue. I was actually personally in a similar situation not so long ago. If you look at my earliest videos, I was actually making videos about the Xbox Series X because that is the first console that I picked up before I got into PC gaming. When I got into PC gaming, I sold my Xbox Series X and I was playing on PC, but when I wanted to get back into console gaming, I had a decision to make. Either I was going to get the Xbox Series X again, or I was going to get the PlayStation 5. What made me get the PlayStation 5 was not the great hardware of the Xbox. It was actually the great first-party games that I was playing on PC from Sony, and I just wanted to experience more of Sony's games, which were on the PlayStation. So that's actually why I own a PlayStation 5. I have always been an Xbox fan, but ever since looking at the great selection of games that Sony has been releasing, that is literally the reason why I picked up a PlayStation myself. So Phil Spencer saying that great games don't sell consoles doesn't make sense to me at all. Not only that, but Phil Spencer also said that console sales are not their priority, but Game Pass and xCloud is. What a slap in the face to those who spent $500 on a console just to be told that they are not the priority. How's owning the literal hardware of Xbox not going to be the priority? That should always take first place. Game Pass and cloud gaming are just add-ons. And let's talk about cloud gaming, as if that's gone so well for Stadia and so many other cloud services. Not everyone has great internet or wants to play a game with blocky graphics. I actually just tried out cloud gaming for Redfall because I wanted to see how bad Redfall was, and I did actually make a video of me playing Redfall. You can check that in the description below. But while checking out Redfall, playing on a cloud, even having good internet as I do, which is 500 download, I was still experiencing a good amount of input lag and bitrate issues. The game was not clear at all. It was a pretty bad experience. So I can't see where cloud gaming is the future unless everybody in the world has like gigabit speeds, you know what I mean? And I would say the biggest benefit to cloud gaming is playing outside of your home, but you're always going to have pretty trash internet outside of your home. If you're at a cafe, if you're at a hotel, the internet over there is usually a lot worse than what you get at home. So I really don't see the future of cloud gaming unless, like I said, everybody in the world suddenly has gigabit internet. So what I think Phil Spencer should have said is that he sees where the company has gone wrong and that he is going to do all that he can to change how things work. He needs to make first-party games coming out on a console to not be mid, but great. He needs to really evaluate these games that the companies that Xbox has bought and make sure that they're making great games. He also needs to make sure to prioritize console gamers because they are the ones that spent $500 to own hardware from Xbox. and they need to make sure to try to be competitive in general and not to take a defeated mentality and be okay with third place. Any company out there is always going to strive to be number one. That is literally what competition is, right? Just because you're third place doesn't mean you have to be okay with third place. Even though you are going to be third place, even in going into the future, does not mean that you have to be okay with that. You gotta strive to be the best. And that is not the mentality that Phil Spencer is having right now. And that's a bad thing. So with that being said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below and have a blessed day.